Hi, I'm Desiree with Unconventional Kitchen, where we make real food for real people, real simple. And today I have something really fun for you guys. We're gonna make a chocolate zucchini cake. And don't tell the kids there's zucchini in there because they're gonna love it. Okay, we're gonna put this cake together and it's super fast and easy. I actually got this recipe from my friend. I was really sick with mastitis and she brought me this cake over and I had to have the recipe. It's fabulous and you'll never know there's zucchini in it. So if you have picky eaters, this is a great way to start getting more zucchini in their diet. So let's put it together really quick. What I have is white whole wheat here. And in fact, wait 1 second. I'm gonna grab this bag. I wanna show you something. Okay, I do a lot of my own grinding, but I actually just broke my wheat grinder so it shoots flour everywhere. Ask my husband, it's crazy. So I didn't want to deal with my backyard being full of flour because that's where I grind it until I fix it. So I went to the grocery store, Harmon's, and I picked this up. It's Prairie Gold and it's white whole wheat, which I like a lot better than red wheat because red wheat has a really harsh wheat taste to it. So I recommend grinding your own wheat because it's actually hard to find white whole wheat. But if you're in a pinch like me, I found this and it's excellent. But the thing that I love about it is it's non-GMO, which means it hasn't been genetically modified. And a lot of people are starting to theorize that genetically modified wheat is why people are having problems with gluten. So that's just kind of one of the theories out there. I've noticed with spelt and kamut, I don't have near the same reaction I do as to wheat. So I'm interested to try this and see. So anyways, it's non-genetically modified, it's not bleached, and it's chemical free. So this is a great option if you can't grind your own. And this is Wheat Montana Farms and Bakery. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. I was pretty excited when I found white whole wheat in the grocery store because it never is there. My very favorite flour actually for this is kamut, and you can grind your own, and it's just a sister to wheat, but for some reason, like I was saying, that one doesn't bother me, and makes the best baked goods. It's really buttery and light. Okay, so I just added raw sugar and coconut sugar. This recipe is so flexible. You can add really whatever sweetener that you have on hand that's granulated, but I like those. I'm doing cocoa powder, and this is actually a raw cacao powder, so it just hasn't been heat treated when they've made it, but you can use cocoa powder too. Look at these cute little dishes. I just got these and I love them. They stack inside each other and they're awesome. Okay, and then we have some salt and baking soda. So I'm just gonna add it and I'm gonna toss it together just like this, super simple. And then we'll move over to our food processor. I've made this in just my Cuisinart, not my Cuisinart, but the bread maker, you know what I'm talking about. I made it in there with just an egg beater, or since I already had this out from shredding my zucchini, I just rinsed it out and we're gonna use this. And I love this because I hate doing dishes. Again, ask my husband on that one. I hate it. And so if I can ever use less dishes, I'll always choose that option, I promise you. Okay, so what we're gonna do, oh you guys, I put in the sugar. I forgot, it actually goes in and you beat it with the oil, but it'll still turn out, don't you worry. It's pretty forgiving, like I said. So what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna actually put in the wet ingredients and beat them together. And then I'm gonna slowly drizzle in my milk and the flour mixture. So we'll do both of those. And then I'm gonna mix in this without using the food processor because I don't want it to be all chunked up. Okay, so the wet ingredients, I'm gonna put in a ½ cup of grapeseed oil. I love baking with grapeseed oil because it has a really neutral flavor. So anything that calls for vegetable oil, I always substitute grapeseed oil. I'm gonna do a ½ cup of applesauce just to make it a little bit lighter. The original recipe was a ½ cup of butter, so I'm just making it lighter. And then I'm gonna do my eggs, and I'm gonna crack them in one at a time and beat it one at a time. So normally you'd put your sugar in at this step, but let's just cross our fingers, it turns out anyway. Okay, so we're gonna pulse it together. Then I'm gonna crack an egg and drop it through the chute. This is a little bit tricky. And I have this awesome garbage can right here that I had my husband build into my countertop so that I could just cook and shove all the prep ingredients right into it. Okay, one egg. Let's do the other egg. Try not to get any shells in there. Okay, and then let's just turn it on. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna just add in our dry ingredients, and I'm gonna use almond milk in this one, but you can use buttermilk. I've used both. You can actually make your own buttermilk by just adding a little bit of vinegar and letting your almond milk sit, and then it'll sour it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that in. And you do this kind of in 3 steps, and don't ask me why, I have no idea. So I really don't think it's necessary, but maybe it is. So we're just gonna follow directions. So I'm doing, just pulsing it, then I'm gonna add a little bit of buttermilk. Actually, almond milk, sorry, this one is. And then I'm gonna add the rest of it. And again, I don't know why the recipe calls for this, but it does, so we'll just follow it, okay? Okay, we're gonna do that. It says in 3 batches. So this actually works better in my mixer, but since I didn't want to do more dishes, we'll just do this. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more of the almond milk. Okay, and here is the last one. Okay. And we'll hurry and pull this together because I just heard my little girl, I think she's up from her nap, so we'll hurry. I just heard her from her crib, so we'll hurry and pull this together so we can get it baking and ready. Okay, so here is our beautiful cake. And all we're gonna do from here is I'm gonna add 2 cups of zucchini. And I'm not gonna actually I don't think it'd matter if you pulsed it. We're gonna pulse it. It's easier. And my hands are clean. Don't worry about using your hands in the kitchen. I think sometimes we're so worried about using our hands, but it makes it a lot more fun to use your hands. So don't be afraid. Okay, awesome. So here's our cake batter, and it is beautiful and ready to go in our pan. So I'm just gonna grease the pan. You can kind of see the consistency here. Just looks like a normal cake batter. And then I'm gonna grease this pan right here. I have the oven preheated to 325. And here we go. I'm just gonna use a little bit of coconut oil. I actually buy my coconut oil in 5-gallon buckets. I love Mountain Rose Herbs. I've used other brands too. But I buy it in bulk because it'll save you a ton of money to buy it that way. But then I just ran out, so I got this, but I've loved it because I keep filling this up, and I use this just up here in my kitchen, and then down in my pantry I have the 5 gallons. And I actually have another gallon full of coconut oil too, so I use this for stuff like this, and my other gallon for like baking. So that makes it easier. Okay, and then we're just gonna scoop this out. I have a spatula. A sweet, sweet woman gave me this spatula after I taught a class at their house, a private class, and I have loved it. It's from Williams-Sonoma, and it's just super heavy duty, scooped. I don't know why, but I just love this spatula. As much as somebody can love a spatula. How funny is that? I really am a geek, you guys, but it's okay, I love it. Okay, we're just gonna smooth it out. And then to top this off, we are just gonna crumble on the top of it some walnuts and chocolate chips. And it makes this beautiful cake. And you can even, I've baked it a few different ways. You can even bake it in kind of a smaller pan, and it puffs up more, and it's kind of this deep dish, gooey, yummy cake. Or you can make it this way, more traditional cake. And then I also like to make it in these little tiny baking like almost like a chocolate zucchini bread, and you can give it to people and they'll love you for it. So, where's our chocolate chips? Right here. So we're just gonna sprinkle, and I'm gonna put more walnuts on it. It's 3/4 cup walnuts. I'm just showing you right now. So we'll toss these all on the top. And then they just kind of melt down and sink into the batter. And this isn't necessary, but it kind of is because it makes it that much better. It's so, so yummy. And then we'll put on our walnuts. And one reason I love walnuts is because you don't have to cut them. They'll crumble in your hands. So just one less dish, you guys. Okay, here we have a beautiful chocolate zucchini cake. I'm gonna throw it in the oven and we're gonna bake it for I think around 45 minutes and then we'll check it. So go to Unconventional Kitchen for all of the ingredients and the recipe, the exact measurements, and enjoy this wonderful chocolate zucchini cake.